In here is where all the magic happens in Adele Dejak's studio, where simple bone is converted into exquisite pieces of jewellery and bag accessories.
Well, I've always been interested in fashion from a very young age. My mother also was a big influence. She wasn't a fashion designer, but she's Nigerian, and she was very much into dressing well and looking good. So from the age of about 5, I've been more of a jewellery collector from the markets in Nigeria when I was going there on holidays. I'm actually a graphic designer, trained graphic designer, but when I came here, I saw all the beautiful, jewellery that are done by local artisans. That inspired me to do what had always been my passion, which was jewellery design.
Kenya's luxury sector has been booming in recent years. This trend is driven by an expanding middle class.
In any environment, when you have an emerging middle class of the style that we have here, which is similar to what happened in China a few decades ago, in India a couple of decades ago, this happens, I'm afraid. You can't control and tell people how to spend their money. You can see that at the number of functions and events around fine wines, fine alcohol, cigar sales are surging, and I think a lot of the luxury brands, we've popped onto their radar, and there are more and more you can see passing through Nairobi. But it's driven by the emerging middle class, a flat world, a desire to experience things that other middle class people will be experiencing all over the world.
Over the past 7 years, Adele's business has grown by leaps and bounds. It now stretches beyond Kenyan borders into international markets.
Well, obviously in Kenya, I have a gallery in Lamu, and here in Nairobi, lodges in Kenya, the Masai Mara, and at the coast. Internationally, I sell in Italy, Milan, in New York and London, Ghana, South Africa, where else? Ethiopia. So I'm just spreading my wings and branching out.
As with any venture, Adele has had to contend with challenges along the way.
Well, the main challenge within the Kenyan market is to do with electricity, for example. The first thing I had to invest in was obviously a generator, because I don't want to disappoint clients by saying, oh, we haven't been able to complete your order because we don't have power.
Her business goes beyond making money. It offers social entrepreneurial skills to marginalized communities.
We're heavily involved in a refugee project, which is at the Dadaab Kakumi refugee camp. And once or twice a year, one of my managers goes with an artisan to train the refugees in a skill. And the skill we chose is obviously jewelry making and bag making. It started off with bag production with our recycled bags. And this is also connected with the United Nations. So what happens is, because the refugees, they're not allowed to have cattle or, get involved in agriculture, the purpose of this is to give them a skill, a sense of purpose while they're a refugee, so that when they're no longer a refugee, in the future, they will have a skill, and in this case, it will be tailoring.
In Adele's words, loving what you do, a sound business plan, and patience are key to building a profitable business. And to upcoming entrepreneurs,
work hard and don't give up, because it can be very demoralizing. Don't take shortcuts. Go to an accountant, have a very good business plan. Have a brilliant business plan. Show it to your accountant, discuss it, but without hope, there's nothing. So if you work hard and you're passionate about what you do, what your product is, then you'll get through difficult times.